like to introduce you to our panel. We have Pam Hogue, Esther Pasteur, Brian Beatty. Thank you, Antoinette, for taking our notes. Zachary Strudenroth is our historic consultant, and Bo Robinson is our counsel. If you're going to speak this evening, please sign in on the sheet, give your name to Antoinette. Do we have a sign-in?
I just took it.
And I have to ask you to indulge me and speak up and into the microphone. I have an ear infection and I'm having problem with my hearing, but I will do my best to hear you. So we'll open the meeting with our signs.
Madam Chair, the first sign is for Tech Solutions, 260 Hampton Road. Last meeting, we asked for the building department to send the applicant a letter because they had not shown up. Hopefully, if they're here tonight, we can hear their case, but if not, I would need to send them a
Does
second
anybody
letter.
have any problems with this sign?
I do.
You do.
Have you looked at the verbiage?
There's too much on it, yeah.
Yeah. Is
It's-
there
it's
anybody
already
from
up,
Tech
but-
Solutions here?
No. No, he's not here because we had occasion to use his services.
Okay.
All right, so do we
I would
send another
recommend-
letter to?
Yeah, I believe we did.
The sign's already up, so.
I would recommend therefore
the sign
that
is
you
up.
move
I think
to,
it's up outside the store as well as on the, okay. Well, we'll send another letter up to the applicant, and a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to
it's
adjourn.
Christina. Christina, you need a letter, a motion to send a letter and adjourn.
I make a motion that we send a letter to the applicant for Tech Solutions, 260 Hampton Road, and I make a motion that we adjourn the application for Tech Solutions, 260 Hampton Road.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next application is Guaranteed Rate for a storefront sign, 101 Jobs Lane.
Hi, Ron Fisher from the sign company. They've cleaned the building from the old letters after the picture was taken, so that's cleaned up now.
Any issues?
Ham, you have any comment?
No, I don't have any issues with the small
Have any
sign.
issues?
No.
I think it looks kind of nice in the window there.
We're assuming it's a mortgage company?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Make a motion to approve the sign for guaranteed rate 101 Jobs Lane. All in favor?
Second.
Oh, sorry,
All in
second.
favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're moving on now to public hearings historic, and the first is,
J.P. Morgan Chase, 60 Main Street, exterior alterations to bank. Basically, window applications. We have a written decision, and I'm sure you have the original instrument in front of you. We have copies as well. We're changing the fenestration of the building.
okay.
And the consensus of the board was to approve the application, therefore an affirmative vote on the motion will be for approval.
What's the date?
28th.
Well, can we have a motion to approve the written decision?
I make a motion that we approve the written decision for JP Morgan Chase Bank, 60 Main Street.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Next application,
Victoria Wyman, COA, Certificate of Appropriateness for landscaping, partial clearing of property. We heard the applicant during the last meeting, or applicant's representation. They were going to provide a survey, landscape survey.
Survey was
subdivision.
provided, the survey was provided, and the consensus of the board was for approval. By the way, it was not for partial clearing, but it was for discretionary
clearing.
entire clearing.
Correct.
And an affirmative vote on the motion would be to approve the application.
I make a motion that we approve the application for Victoria Wyman, 78 First Neck Lane, for landscaping and clearing of the property.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Next application is for Susan Lillywhite, 68 Jobs Lane. During our last meeting, we had requested a written decision. It's not in the file, but they're still in planning board at this time.
Right, they're still on planning board.
We had a slight snafu with the agenda, and I didn't pick up on the fact that we were ready for decision, so I don't have that ready for this evening. Is it crucial that you have that tonight for the written decision?
No, I think I resolved the problem with the planning board, so I'm going to
Yeah.
continue with the next meeting.
Right.
I would like to proceed with the approval, or
We're going to have to.
Well, you still have to appear back again before the planning board.
right. Yes, that's correct. Okay.
And
So,
depending upon how much information you have, it could get, probably would be October before you get a decision on that anyway. But
understood.
this will be, I don't know what the meeting is in September, the first one.
Although you do have across the board favorable on the 2 bow windows
Right.
and the side entrance door.
Okay.
So, I think it's.
If there's a problem, just get in contact with me, and I'll communicate with the board, and we'll get the written decision. But otherwise, we will have that for you at
September
the meeting on the
11th.
11th of September.
Thank you very much.
Is that okay?
Yep,
You
thank you.
you do not have to be here, but if you'd like, you can pick it up the next day in the building department.
Right,
But if you'd like to be here, of course, you're welcome.
appreciate it.
Are you requesting an adjournment then?
That's all right.
Yes,
Dan.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So do we just adjourn it?
You don't really need to
Don't do
adjourn it
anything?
because it's still pending decision.
Okay.
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 So we're on to
Yeah,
public
we've
public
finished.
hearings,
Yeah,
non-historic.
we finished with historic public hearings. Now we're going into public hearings, non-historic. Next application.
Next application is for Timothy and Susan Mortimer, 53 South Roscoe Drive, for construction of two-story single-family dwelling with detached accessory garage.
I need to recuse myself on this.
And for the record, I know the owners have not seen the plans on this yet.
Okay. I've seen it.
I have as well.
I don't have any issues with it.
No, but she'd like to make the presentation.
She's got small ones anyway.
Yeah, which is nice.
These sets
Hello.
are
Hi.
always nice.
My name is Yolanda Franzisi. I'm with Brady Design. I'm the project architect on this. I have reduced copies that I'm
Thank
going
you.
to
Thank you.
pass out.
But this is what's in the file, right? Just minutes?
Are there any changes from this mini set compared to the record set?
No, they're just reduced.
Okay. This is the rendering, is this
Yes.
in the file, or is this something for tonight?
That's something for tonight. I don't think it's in the file.
Thank you.
It's really nice.
John, do you have any comments on that?
No, I think it's appropriate, it's very nice. You have cedar roof, correct? Fenestration 6/1.
Right now, that's the way it's scheduled. The house is a classic center hall colonial, and it's located at 53 South Roscoe Drive. It's about approximately 4,000 square feet. We're also proposing building a two-car garage, detached two-car garage, and a swimming pool.
And how big is the swimming pool?
The swimming pool is 18 by 45.
Mm-hmm.
And the house was designed in such a way, the roof line is designed in such a way to reduce the massing of the house, so it steps back symmetrically on both sides.
That's a nice detail.
And the siding is scheduled right now to be white clapboard. And the windows are scheduled to be 6/1 Marvin double hung windows. And if you have any questions.
The only exception is the first floor sunroom, 6/6s. Nice. The dental work is all painted?
Yes, everything's
The
painted.
chimney is brick?
Yes,
Okay. And LCC roof in the back?
yes.
Got it. Okay.
I think it looks really
Esther, do
good.
you have any?
No, I like it very much.
I love the scale of it. I think it's very nice.
And stepping back the roof on the two sides is a really nice detail.
Is there any public comment on this application? Okay, I'll take a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve the application for Timothy and Susan Mortimer, 53 South Roscoe Drive, to construct a two-story single-family dwelling with detached accessory garage. Second?
Second? All in
Second.
favor?
Yes,
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Thank you
Good
very
luck.
much.
Right hand.
Do you want these
Do you
small
want these mini
plans?
sets back so we're not, yeah. So just
Just
get-
keep one in the.
And there's an extra, there's an extra one of those.
We have two sets of them.
Oh, you stamped two, didn't you? Oh, right, the unstamped one. Can I have that one? Okay. It's a nice house.
Very nice design.
So nice.
Next application, the chair is Philip Warner, 157 Hetty Creek Lane, construction of one-story additions to dwelling. There was a person in my office, Mr. Warner was a past client of mine, and hopefully, I think I should recuse from this. I'm going to step down from this application.
Just hold on a second.
Yeah,
while we
take your time.
Do the housekeeping. This is Mortimer. This one.
Yes, Michael Gentile.
Thank you.
Thank you, sorry.
That's all right, take your time.
And that is the next one.
That's Mortimer, yeah.
This is Mortimer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this goes in this.
And
This is the next one.
have we called this one yet? Okay. We're ready.
Good evening, Michael C. Gentile, architect, here on behalf of Philip Warner, the owner.
I'm sorry.
We're proposing two modest additions, one on the east side and one on the west side of the existing residence. Materials are to match existing red cedar shingles, white trim, and a weathered wood brown asphalt shingle. Windows would be 6/6, Marvin windows to match existing, and that's pretty much it. The east wing would be a master bedroom suite. The west wing is an enlarged breakfast area, sitting room.
The two ends.
Yeah, just on
Yes.
either
Two
side.
ends.
That's all.
How much additional square footage?
Total, I think it's 577, I believe. On the east side, it was 350 square feet. On the west side, it was 226 square feet.
And then the total square footage for the house?
It's on the site plan.
Okay.
It's well under the allowed floor area ratio.
Brian?
Or lot coverage.
No, it's perfectly fine.
Esther?
I think it's very appropriate. Works.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good
Me
night.
too. Simple. Okay.
I make a motion that we approve the application for Philip Warner, 157 Hetty Creek Lane, to construct two one-story additions to the dwelling.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. This is what we're doing.
Okay, so these get filed.
These all set?
This goes with the signs. And then, where did these go? These are the...
Originals go in the front. Right here.
Oh, these are
Are
the,
they
okay.
signed?
Okay, next one.
These have to be executed.
Okay, I
They
think
were.
she
Still
read.
your pen.
I gave you one.
I know, thank you.
I have nothing.
Okay.
The next application is for Roberta Amon, 65 Murray Lane, construct two-story single-family dwelling with attached garage.
Hi, my name is Matthias Turner, and I'm representing Mrs. Amon and present the new construction. I also have 5 mini sets
Thank you.
for you, which
Great.
would be probably easier.
Thank you.
Since we are only 4, maybe we can give one to that gentleman, just in case he's interested.
Oh, well, just give us a second.
Same information.
Any deviation from the blueprints
No, just the color.
to the mini sets?
No.
So
Jack,
one
would you
is
like a
historic.
copy?
I would like a copy. I also have 3 presentation boards, one with the elevation of the building, one with perspectives of the building, and one with the materials which we have chosen so far. Essentially, it's in we are demolishing an existing building. The building came of age, and there are certain reasons why Mrs. Amon decided to take this building down. We agreed with her, not only because we wanted to build a new building for her, but I think there are certain parts of the building which are no longer adequate for today's standards. So this new building is basically built at the same location where the existing building is. We are within the setbacks defined by the village building code. We are within the similar footprint, and we have the same amount of bedrooms. I personally believe that this building, this new building, has a little bit more elegance than the previous one. We tried to be very cautious in terms of massing. Therefore, we split the building into sort of 3 different pieces, which is the main center building, which is 32 feet high. So we're staying 3 feet below the required or the options we have within the village building code. And then we have 2 adjoining buildings, of which one is a single-story building, and the other one is partially the garage, which also has staff rooms above. So we were trying to condense everything and have a very symmetrical design for this new building. We are having a typical shingle roof. We will have also shingle siding. The shingle siding is painted in white and has approximately a 9-inch exposure, so we want to have it in a larger scale. We have white window frames. We might have a dark green, or called British Racing Green, entrance door. That is still being discussed, and we have a stone for the chimney cladding and a stone for the entrance and patio. We are also, in the course of this new construction, we are relocating the swimming pool, and it will be now sort of in between the existing tennis court and the new building, in order to allow a larger backyard at the rear side of the building. That's what I have so far.
Windows?
The windows will be, we are trying to have mostly French doors, and we're using a very large format in order to give it a sort of a grander feeling. Windows will be white window frames, double glazing, of course, and so far we have not considered any shutters.
Are they steel or wood?
Wood windows, yeah. Definitely wood.
Any
windows.
casing or trim, eave details?
It will have a typical trim of 4 to 6 inches, which is typical for windows of that size. But we have not detailed that yet. But everything what is in trim or what is a carpentry detail with the windows will be all painted in white. So it's going to be a totally white facade, and within a couple of years the roof will be gray. So I think it has a very good combination between all the stone which we selected and the white and the gray roof. That's our assumption.
Mm-hmm. May we see the materials?
Absolutely.
Pam, do you have any comment?
Yes.
Be careful, it's a little bit heavy.
Pam, you want to grab
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't need to see the, I know what
And
the materials are, unless you guys want to.
And I have, if you are interested in having these here,
So just to go back to Brian's question, what is your casing and soffit, what are the soffit details, casing, molding details on the eaves and such?
we have not detailed that yet, but it will be very, very simple. We won't have any major detail. It will be all.
The reason I'm asking, it appears to be no fascia whatsoever. How are you supporting the roof? Can you explain to me how the roof is terminating in relationship to the eave?
We have an overhanging roof. It's overhanging about 2 feet, and it will be the underside will be cladded. Probably will have about a 6 to 10 inch board. And then there will be a small detail where the sort of cladding will meet the siding, but no corbels or nothing in terms of a larger detail. It will be all very minimal.
Don't we need more details on the plan?
Yeah.
Brian, you have any
I think
questions?
we need more
No,
details.
I think it's a beautiful design, and I think it's going to be terrific, and I'm sure it'll be great, but what we're seeing now is not complete,
Okay.
and we really need those details in order to wrap our minds around the entire project. It could be anything at this point, and I just think we'd like to see it.
Okay. I mean, this was, I have to say, this presentation was done overnight, and I was not trying to withhold detailed information from you, but it was, we were trying to get it on the agenda as quick as possible.
Sure.
And so we will have, for the next ARB meeting, we will have details.
Look, I think the materials are handsome. The fenestration is very good. I'd like to know whether it's wood or
Sure.
steel or...
Sure, absolutely.
The only comment I have is that on the fenestration flanking the front door, it's a bit top-heavy, but I love the design. The
Thank
feel
you.
is great. The anchors of the 2 wings are handsome. So fenestration and all, but I think that, as Brian is saying, that the details of the fascia, soffit, frieze, if any, but the casing and so forth is needed.
Sure, absolutely. So I think we will have that ready for you for the next
I
hearing.
think it's a wonderful design, and
I greatly
I
appreciate
look
it.
forward to seeing your details.
Right, right.
Is that
The next meeting is in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
The board has,
September 11th.
September 11th.
that's fine. So we will have that ready by then,
Do you want
absolutely.
some of these mini sets back? Or do
can
you
have
want
them all.
entered? Okay.
We can,
so just to, I think the board has a positive reaction to your application. The design is very pleasing, the materials look great. We just need more detail.
absolutely. It's not a problem.
So are you requesting that we adjourn your application to the next public comment? Oh, yeah. Does anyone have any public comment? I'm sorry.
Just one other question. When you, and even though the garage doors are not facing the right of way and so forth, can you get a detail on what that material is?
It's going to be wood, but yes, of course.
Nothing crazy, just an indicator.
Okay,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dr. Draghi. I'm the next door neighbor on the eastern side, so we share the property line on the east. And one thing that the architect didn't mention is they made a change in the site plan for the current house that's there. There is a central drive that goes into the entrance, and then there's an ancillary drive, which is right next to mine, that goes to their service quarters, and there's a parking there. And this new plan, they propose to eliminate totally the main drive in the front of the house and put all the traffic on the drive that's right next to my line. So I really feel this is going to diminish the value of my property because as you approach it, I have a big open lawn, and there will be one drive now right on top of my hedge, just about, that will open into a very, very massive parking area. So I really respectfully request that they still maintain the center entrance to the house. It's not attractive this way. And I just don't understand why they're eliminating it. That's my only issue.
We don't have, just so you understand, we don't have the authority to request that the applicant change the direction of the driveway. We're an aesthetic board.
Yes.
We're looking at the aesthetics of the house, such as the fenestration,
And the
windows, the door, and the details.
Yeah.
If you're specifically asking for screening because of visibility, those sort of issues, that's different. As far as driveway and directionals and so forth, that is not what this board,
And they're removing.
So whose domain would that be?
I'm sorry?
Under whose domain would that be?
Most likely the planning board, that sort of thing. But the building department is who would allow and not allow. There are certain rights that we have.
Yes.
And so forth as landowners.
Yes.
But as I said, if there is a major change, such as a house is close to you, that sort of thing, an
Yeah.
activity, then we will ask for a
Proposing
landscape
moving it,
plan or
and
a
this is her
buffer plan,
drive.
if you will.
All
But
right.
with the driveway, it's not under our purview.
All right, so I would go to the planning board
I
for
would go to
that?
the building
Or
department.
the building
sir,
department.
And ask them.
All
But it's
right.
not something that goes in front of this board.
That's much more elegant.
Okay.
I understand, thank
All
you.
right.
Because
The
they're
type of
still-
gravel, you know, the edging and
Yes.
all that stuff.
No, it's just that there's a center
Sure.
drive going into the house now.
Understood.
They're going to close it and
okay.
just use the ancillary drive.
Understood. If there's ever a driveway gate, that sort of thing, then we
Yes.
take a little notice of gates and pillars, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Excuse me, would you mind if I respond to Dr.
Please.
Draghi's
Sure.
comments?
Surely.
The elimination of the center entrance, which leads right to the center axis of the existing house, has been discussed and has been long valued with the owner. And in this particular planning, right now, we feel that the existing driveway towards the right side, which is within the appropriate distance in terms of the setbacks, would be a good way to enter the property. However, we have already discussed with the owner that we might have another curb cut further down to the west side, so that basically when you were
Again,
driving,
we,
I just
it's not
wanted
something we're
to, I just
involved
wanted to answer
Okay.
to this request, and so
Thank you. I
there's
wish
something
you
in
would keep me
planning.
informed.
We will do
Thank
that.
you,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
Check with the
Draghi.
building department, doctor, please.
And do we need a landscape plan as well? Do we need a landscape
I don't
plan?
need a landscape
Because
Well, I
it's,
think we will get to a landscape plan when we've seen, more detailed plans, but we will be looking at
In
a
terms
landscape.
of landscape plan, what are you expecting?
Just
Because there's
screening.
existing,
Just
there's
screening.
existing
Show us
screening.
pictures of the
Yeah,
screening.
so we
Of
have
the
it already.
existing, what
You're
you're
planning to
Okay.
remove
Okay,
anything
so
we want to know.
we will make a note on our survey and on our site plan that there's existing screening of a certain height,
Right.
and this will be.
thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
perfect.
Wonderful.
So at this time, are you requesting that the board adjourn your application to our next meeting?
Yes, please.
Motion?
I make a motion that we adjourn the application for Roberta Amon, 65 Murray Lane, to our next meeting in 2 weeks.
Second.
All in
All in
favor?
favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Would you like your
Like these?
materials?
Yes.
Kind of heavy.
Thank you.
Next application. Next application is for Diane Gale, 60 Cameron Street, for first and second floor additions.
Hi, hello. I'm Debbie Croft, the architect for Diane. I have the affidavits of posting and mailing. And I have some additional photographs of the site.
Wonderful.
This one you have in the packet. No, the other one,
Are these due to the file then?
yes. And then there's 4 of these. And 4 of these. And I wanted to start out with the existing building first and the site and the landscaping on the site because I think that's very important to the design of the addition. My client loves the 4-square building, so we're leaving that intact, not adding
Thank you.
anything onto the side of it. She also, and that's what the photographs I just put into the file, that shows there's a lot of landscaping, very mature landscaping, lots of hedges, tall trees, all along the perimeter of the property, and also she's got this beautiful garden area right here. So there's quite a bit of screening all along the edge of the property. And the first photograph. So the first photograph I gave you was a picture of the back of the house, and it shows the pool house area. It was an old garage that's already been converted to a pool house. What she's planning on doing, this picture was taken looking at the tree right here, is part of the whole plan is to relocate the pool equipment from inside the garage and put it outside here and relocate this huge tree over to this part of the property. So there'd be a large tree here, here, and here, plus all the hedging that's there. The privet that we're removing for the addition would be used to screen the pool equipment. So that's one thing. And then this just shows the backyard. Looking east from the back, you can see how much landscaping there is. So the other thing she's planning on doing, which is why she didn't want to add out onto the side, was because there's a lot of hydrangeas and she's moving those to the property line. So she's just really trying to increase the privacy along the property line with the existing landscape that has to be moved. So with that, there was an addition previously of a little mudroom and bathroom. We're removing that. And we're adding on, the current house is 1,375 square feet, and we are adding 930 square feet to the house. We're allowed to add up to 1,400 square feet, so we're not doing that. What she wanted was, most wanted was a master bedroom upstairs and a master bathroom. So that being said, then the program was such that she really didn't need stuff downstairs. So we have, so we added on 930 square feet. There's more square footage on the top level than there is on the bottom level. And she wanted a wraparound deck, part of it covered and part of it uncovered. And so that's pretty much it. It's a very simple plan. There's a den on the first floor with a powder room, and then upstairs she wanted a back stair. So we have a back stair going up to the master bedroom suite and 2 bathrooms. And again, the landscaping, really, this is a very, very private part of the yard. You cannot see, that's why I have a picture from the first floor looking along that property line, and then the picture from the second floor taken from this window. That's what these are taken. So it really is, there's that whole, what is that, eastern property line is screened.
Can I start with a few basic questions? Okay. What's going on with your roof lines on the addition as compared to the front? But before we go there, the front porch, is that being untouched, or are you putting a roof on it?
This is
untouched.
Untouched. We're not
right?
touching,
Okay.
this
So
is remaining as is.
That's remaining untouched except for the adjoinement of
Yeah.
this addition.
Right, so this is a
Can you
hip.
explain the roof lines of the addition, how it relates to the first? You're just carrying them over?
I'm just, no, well, it's set in, so it's lower.
So you stepped in because
So
of the
stepped it
setbacks,
in.
because you got 16, 17 feet to the side yard setback? Is that what's
Well, no, it's
pushing it?
within, no, it was just trying to reduce just trying to center it and make this a little bit smaller than the main house.
And that you said something about a wraparound
Oh, that's-
walkway, is that what the client,
She wanted to have a wraparound porch. Also, because the upstairs has more square footage than the first floor, it overhangs here, and there's several site constraints by the driveway curves around here, so we jogged a house.
okay, so
In
it
there.
is stepped back because of the setback?
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
In the rear, okay, that's what I thought. Are there any changes where we're on that topic to the front of the house, we're leaving it totally untouched?
One thing. Okay. We're adding a set of steps here.
Okay,
brick
any
steps.
fenestration changes?
No. Nothing.
And no roof changes?
No roof changes.
And, okay, I'm gonna circle back around to you, but
Esther, do you have any?
I think it looks lovely and appropriate. I have a question. Is that a porch on the second floor?
That is a covered
Uh,
porch here. Yes, you can get out to
No,
it.
on the second floor.
Yes.
That's a balcony.
Which is-
how are we with
That's an
balcony?
accessible balcony?
It is currently an accessible balcony, which is why I have the photograph showing from the
It's
second
existing.
floor. No, it's
No,
not
it's not
existing.
existing.
It is
So-
proposed.
can you just turn the?
Why don't we bring the model up?
Looks
here?
like there's two
I'm good.
balconies.
I'm good, there's
One-
two.
There's a
okay,
little
okay, there are
recessed
two
one off
balconies.
of her.
That's- got it.
Yeah. There's.
Okay.
I know how you feel about that.
I'm fine with balconies as long as they don't invade the privacy of the neighbors.
Well, so this one right now, this photograph shows, if you can see, behind the garage, this is the hedges
Right.
that are along here, and when you look out the window, you cannot see this neighbor.
Okay,
This is the Christian Science Church.
okay.
This neighbor, that's why I have the picture from the second floor with the tracing the outline of the tree when she moves it from this location
Okay.
to this
So
one.
that'll be the privacy that we're
Yeah, but
discussing.
you can't guarantee that she's gonna live there.
It's
You know, you can't really protect privacy by vegetation.
That's good.
And she's also,
Sorry, how many feet from the balcony to the neighbor? Proposed
and
balcony?
survey here. Well, this is about 25 feet, so that's 25 feet and another 10, so it's about 35 feet.
And what's the distance of the existing balcony to the property line?
No, there is no existing.
No, so I'm saying the setback of the existing building?
Yes, you know what, I have to get the survey, I think I left it in my bag.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the survey, I'm not looking.
Oh, you have the survey, does it say?
Yes, I have the survey here.
And does it indicate oh, okay.
Actually,
Can we get the model
I'm
up
a
here?
little confused from the survey.
Can we have the model up here?
Sure.
It looks like 39 feet, not that.
39.8.
39.8.
I'm gonna go get the survey, I think I left it in my bag.
So this is the front. Right, this is existing. Yeah. So this is our issue, and then this is
I
our
think
issue.
that's a big issue.
The balcony on the second floor. And then what about this one here?
I don't have an issue
Well,
with
this
it.
is the one that goes.
It's within the roof line.
Right,
It's
and
almost
so
like
we're
a
not
little
concerned with that.
sleeping
It's just
quarters.
this one.
Yeah.
This one is not a problem, but this one is a problem.
Yeah.
Well, in the event,
Balcony on the driveway side, I think we're all saying is fine.
Yes.
Or okay.
We're
So
okay
far
with
without
this.
public comment.
We're okay with this
Okay.
one.
But
This-
the one on the other side seems a little
This is
dominant.
the concern that we have.
so in the event that you didn't like that one,
You have an option.
I have an
Plan B.
Of
option.
course you do.
I have two options.
Okay, that's good. And I must tell you, the model is extremely helpful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
a little dirty. but-
I know, don't look at that. That was my fingers with glue. It was a little quick last minute thing. They're study models. They're not
Okay, let's
presentations.
look at your,
That's
let's look at your.
option, I have 3
You have
copies.
2 sets of those?
I have 3.
2 is all we need for the
2,
record.
okay. That's option A. We have another option. Again,
Let's
this
walk
is,
through it. Sorry.
the same porch. We pitched the roof up. There's still a little balcony there, but it's smaller, so it's enclosed in the roof.
Here's another. And what's the next option?
Okay, I see that.
I'd like to
one's
see them at the same time.
All right, well, this one is no balcony.
Keep going. You
Hiding
don't want
that
to show
from
that to us.
I don't. What do you think is the last one?
I know.
Okay, this is no balcony.
Right. But you still have the balcony in the rear, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. Well, that one I
Do you have
really
2
didn't
copies
think
of
was.
this?
Pardon me?
You have 2 copies of the no balcony one? Here.
Well, I didn't think that the one in the rear was really an issue because it's covered and it's enclosed and there's, nothing there.
So did you remove the chimney on this one as well?
Yes.
Yeah, is that what you want?
Oh, that's right. The other one was removed. I forgot. That was the other change.
You have, it looks like you have a fireplace insert.
There
in the
was a
master.
fireplace and that she took it out because of the
Okay.
cost. She
Yeah,
decided.
good, because it didn't have a base coming through.
No,
coming
no,
through
it was
a
inside.
porch, which
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
no.
looked
It was
fun.
all inside and it was just,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think you seem to have a
Ryan, do you have
consensus
any other
here.
comments?
No, just that I don't see a toilet in the master bath, but I guess
Oh.
that's your problem.
You're not supposed to look at the insides of the plates. They have.
Chamber pot, so. Okay, anyway, you want to ask for public comment?
Yes, I will.
Public
I'm
comment?
just about to ask for public comment.
Are you?
Is there any public comment on this application? Please come forward.
Christine?
I'm on Cameron Street, and I'm not complaining, but I'm just not sure. I don't think anyone has balconies on Cameron Street, and we're all on
Could you speak on?
we're on a 1/4 acre lots. If somebody gets a balcony, does that set a precedent that everybody else on the street say, hey, they got a balcony?
Christine?
We just removed
We
it.
just removed
the
it.
balcony.
So the balcony that they're proposing,
I mean,
we're leaning, after public
the
comment,
sides.
we're leaning at this point towards not approving that, but approving option B, which does not have a balcony.
option
However,
C.
option
I
C.
mean,
However, with that said, there is an inset balcony, Christina?
So Christine,
There's a
this
small
is-
inset
on the other
balcony,
This
which
side.
is
had
within the
been where the
roof line.
balcony was, but now it's a roof. On the other side, here,
What is it?
it's inset into well, it's easier to see on the model. It's just a little tiny inset.
Whatever, I just wondered.
Yeah, and it's on the other side. It's not facing you.
Well, it's not
No,
me, I just
I
thought
know.
in general,
No, just this,
on a 1/4 of an
it's just a
acre.
little tiny thing. It's
Oh,
underneath
okay.
the roof.
All right,
Yeah, no, this big one's gone.
Anybody else? Any more comment?
Christine, any more questions? You good?
Ham, do you have any other comment?
No, I think with the,
So we would,
Option?
this is the option that we're choosing.
right,
So we're gonna give you back the other option.
yeah.
And we'll stamp these.
These are the ones, yeah. This goes back.
So now what's on the plan?
Just for clarity, we ought to keep all of the options in the final, I think, and just stamp the ones that we're approving. You want to give this back to the
I would
architect?
give it back.
Because it's public posting, notifications, so we
yeah.
should hang on to them, okay?
Yeah, okay, we'll
All
hang
right.
on to
Well, it actually says option B.
Okay, so,
It is,
Approve the
yeah,
plan
it's
with option B.
option B.
option B, yeah, is
So
what
we
it
would-
was labeled.
Thank you.
give you our approval with option B.
Okay.
So we need to stamp these. Okay, do you want to make a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the application for Diana Gale, 60 Cameron Street, for the first and second floor additions to dwelling labeled option B on the plans.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Okay,
Okay, let me see.
luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Where's the other plan? Here. I just need the building code. Where's option B? There we go.
Are you guys waiting for us to approve the minutes and close the meeting?
I'm just wondering what you're.
You're just enjoying
Are
it.
you just bored?
Well, I guess now we have
It's a very quiet
to
moment back there. It's kind of cute, actually, it's funny.
approve the minutes from August 14th. Did everybody read the minutes from August 14th?
Yes.
Was everybody here?
Yes.
Is everybody
Yes.
present? Is everybody ready to approve them? Can somebody make a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for August 14th of 2013 for the Board of Architectural Review and Historic Preservation.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I guess we now take a motion to close the meeting.
I make a motion that we close the meeting of the Board of Architectural Review and Historic Preservation for August 28th, 2013.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good night.
Good night, thank you.
Thank you.